Hello Stampers, it's Jackie Bolhuis from Klompenstampers. Today, it's really all about teaching you how to stamp with this Reflected in Nature stamp set. This is one stamp and it is absolutely gorgeous. But I started playing around. I had an idea in my head for a card and I really struggled getting a good image with it. So I tried all different options and I came up with what I think is the easiest way to get a stunning image with this. And that's what I want to share with you. And then with the image that I do stamp, I will go ahead and make a card, and I have a couple more to share with you, so you'll get lots of ideas using this because it is stunning. I don't know what else to say about this image, as well as some great words in here. So this isn't necessarily a Christmas stamp set. It could be used for anything, and it could be used year-round, which is one thing I really like. So lots of tips. Anyhow, if this is the first time you've watched one of my videos, welcome. I like to make quick and easy cards. Today may not seem quick and easy because we got a couple of steps, but it is because I'm teaching you how to make this stamp really easy for you and get a gorgeous image. So a little bit different than my norm. I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you get some stamping tips, and I look forward to sharing lots of stamping with you. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you do. Also check out my website and subscribe to my newsletter over there. Okay, we don't want to talk. We want to get to some tips for this. So hang on one second. Let's flip the camera down. I want you to take a good look at the stamp, and actually you can see it right here. It shows the reflection, and you can see that this is lighter down here, and I'm sure the intent was to ink it up, stamp it once, and get the varying shades in there. And so when I first started, I was like all excited, ink it up, stamp it. I'm like, ooh, I just wasn't happy with it. To me, this wasn't light enough, and it didn't give me that real nice light detail that I wanted. So like I said, I played around a lot, and I wanted to try to figure out how to do this easy, because you know me, it's all about easy. So this is what I came up with. So if you already have this stamp, hopefully this is a tip that will help you. And if not, maybe you'll like the stamp set because I think the ideas are great. It's a fabulous, gorgeous stamp. I found that the Stamparatus truly works best for this, and you'll see why here in a second. So we're going to just make sure we're lined up here. I also feel that I'm going to end up cutting my image out, but we could like center this on here and have it right on that layer. But for me, because I'm going to cut it out, oops, I still want to make sure I start with a piece bigger than I need and then cut it out. I am going to use a magnet. I don't always use those, but I need to really make sure this stays in place for me. And notice that I'm away from those edges. I think it stamps better, and you can get that better image when you kind of back away just a little bit. Okay, so that's our prep. Now we also need some scrap paper, and I'm just going to use a piece of my grid paper here, and you'll see what we're going to do here. I have Misty Moonlight. Now, one problem, if your pads are too inky, you might struggle a little bit. You might have to use the spoon for my little spoon trick to get some of the ink off. But what we're going to do is start out by just inking that up. Good. And then I'm going to stamp it on scrap paper. So all I'm doing is sticking that grid paper in there and stamping it. And you can see there, not a whole lot of difference in those images. And I wanted a little bit more difference. So we did the scrap paper. Now we're going to stamp where we want it. So we're going to get some good pressure, make sure we get a really nice image. And now you can see, oops, I missed. See where I missed? This is part of the beauty of having the Stamparatus, because now I can press right there. And there we go. Okay, now this is nice like it is, but I really wanted this lighter and that a little bit darker. So we're going to stamp it a second time. Now this time I am going to only ink up, make sure I'm still on the camera here, the top half, which is real easy to do because there's a nice little line there. So just kind of dab it on there. Make sure you get everything inked up. That one spot doesn't like to ink up for me, but ink it up good. Now, like I said, I played around and I started out by going, okay, let's just stamp this. Well, then it got a little bit too dark. So what we're going to do is we inked it up. We're going to stamp off again. Okay, remember we only did the top part. And now we're going to stamp onto our original here. Because now essentially the top got full strength, okay, and the bottom got half strength because that was stamped twice with, you know, the ink stamped off on it. Does that make sense? But I really felt with all the playing around I did and, you know, different options, I really felt that that gave me the best. So to review, we inked up the whole thing. We stamped it on scrap paper and then we stamped it. Some people call that second generation. Okay, it just made it a little bit lighter. Then the second stamping, I inked up just the top, did the scrap paper again, and then stamped it. So like I said, play around with it to see what works best for you. But for me, I tried all different combinations, and that's truly how I felt I got the best image. Okay, let's use this piece to make a card. So first off, I'm going to cut this out. Now I found this was super easy just to use my paper snips and cut. It's not a straight cut because it has these nice little curves or, you know, not real straight lines, which makes it easy. Don't worry about staying, you know, exactly following them. Just cut around there. So there's one side. Let's get the other side here. Just little waves and cut it out. Okay, there we go. So let's just set this aside. We're going to do kind of a couple parts and pieces, and then we'll put this card together. Next, I have my timber embossing folder. This is a 3D embossing folder, so it's a little bit thicker than your regular ones. And what I like, you can see the grain is going this way, but it's big enough that this is my layer. I can have my grain going up and down that way, or I can have my grain going up and down that way. So depending on whatever you want your look to be, for the card I'm making, we're gonna have it come down, okay? So I wanna make sure I put my cardstock in this way. I think you can see when I put the cardstock in, you can see that print a little bit better. Now remember, with 3D embossing folders, you're gonna use the platform. Now this is for the Stampin' Cut machine. If you still have the Big Shot, your platform is the same. So you have a platform, you're gonna use your embossing folder, your 3D embossing folder, and then you need the specialty plate. If you have the Big Shot, this is the one that goes for the cut and emboss machine, it will work for you as well. So Big Shot base along with this, or the old blue plate. If you got that back when Stampin' Up! Sold the blue plate, it would be the same thing. This would just be blue, because otherwise if you just put a clear plate on there, it's not going to be enough thickness. And don't put two clear plates with these because then it's too thick. So let me go run this through and I'll be right back. Okay, there, isn't that pretty? Can you see that wood grain in there? I don't know if it shows up good on camera or not. So we're going to go ahead and we're building our parts and pieces. So let's do that. Next, our next part, so to speak, is going to be our greeting for the front of our card. And I just have the stamp here that says, breathe deep. And I am stamping this on the scrap. Okay, this is the one we did our cabin on. With greetings, I like to just stamp on the edge, and then I'm going to go ahead and put it in my cutter here. Let's see, you can see where it's going to cut, and then I'm going to trim it down. Way easier than cutting that teeny tiny strip. Okay, now as far as measurements, with all of my videos over on my website, I have a blog, and there will be a blog post that will go with this video that will give you pictures of the card we're making, as well as the other cards I'm going to share with you. And I'll have all the supplies listed, but I will also give you all the measurements. So if you would like to make it, I try to make it as easy as I can. But you're not going to find measurements for this, because remember, Stampin' Scrap, cut it. It does not matter what that measurement size is. Okay, we have those pieces. So now let's bring in our card base here. We just have a basic white card base. We're going to keep this card pretty white, we'll call it. I just, played with some different colors, but I really liked the sharp crispness, tough word, of what this is going to look like. So I hope you like it as well. We're just using that adhesive. Rub it down good. This cardstock's embossed pretty, thick. So you got to make sure we get it down and in all the grooves. So there's the front of that. And then next, we're going to take our piece here. So we'll finish off the front, and then we're going to stamp the inside as well as the envelope. Now, it's a pretty big layer, so I want to make sure it stays popped up really nice for me if this goes in the mail. So we don't want to smush it down. So lots of dimensionals. And then we're going to put our nice little cabin with a reflection this would be a great card for anybody, but especially for masculine cards. I know everybody struggles with masculine cards, so I love to share masculine when we get these gorgeous sets. Now, great words in this stamp set, but you could easily pull out a different stamp set. Say you wanted to make this happy birthday, thank you, get well, could even be a sympathy card. Whatever kind of greeting you'd like to put on this would be awesome. So you use what you want. I'm going to actually use Breathe Deep because I super like the words that are in this stamp set. And what I'm going to do with this is just stick it kind of coming off the edge a little bit. We're going to stick it right in the middle, but we'll bring it over to the side like so. Okay, there is the front of the card. We're going to keep it just like that. I really like the simplicity and the, you know, the pop of that cabin. Now, the inside, we always need to stamp the inside of our card, and we always want to make it just as pretty. So we have a piece of basic white, and for this, because our stamp set really didn't have a good inside stamp, if we look back here, we've got the big stamp, and we got this eagle. We're going to use him because he's adorable. So I pulled in another stamp set called Campology. Now, I've used this several times for these trees. These are probably one of the prettiest pine trees I think we have in any of our stamp sets right now. And we're going to go ahead and ink that up. We're using Misty Moonlight. So this is the same color. Our card is monochromatic. We're only using this color. So there is our trees. And then we'll go ahead and add our eagle on here as well. Let's just stick him. Isn't that an awesome eagle? I love eagles. We saw a lot of them this past summer while we were kayaking. And I love going down the river and an eagle comes towards you. So, okay, side note there. Okay, now we need words for the inside here. So we have Breathe Deep. And then let's go ahead and do each day is, what is it? Each day is an adventure. So let me grab another block for this one. Yes, I will admit I'm spoiled and I have lots of blocks, but I do that so when I'm doing videos, I don't have to necessarily clean my stamps in between to switch from block to block. You certainly don't need them all, but for me, it just makes it easier here. So, okay, since this is going on the inside, we're actually going to layer this on a piece of Misty Moonlight cardstock. Keep our monochromatic going. You know, usually we layer on the outside, but there's no reason why we can't layer this on the inside as well. So we've got that nice crispness going on the front, and then we can stick this on the inside. So that's super pretty also. Like I said, great masculine card. Remember, that could easily be happy birthday and some birthday greeting on the inside. And then one more step before we go ahead and take a look at the other cards I've made ahead of time is you always want to stamp your envelopes. We don't want to send any naked envelopes. That's kind of boring. So we're going to just go ahead and use our trees again on the front and put another eagle on there. Told you, I like him, so we're just going to use him again. So there we go. There is our card with our envelope and the inside as well. So I hope you like that project, and I hope you remember those tips. If this is a stamp set you have or you end up purchasing, I just truly found that all the different combinations and things I tried, I got the best looking image by doing it the way that I showed you in this in the video here. So let's set that one aside and show you another one. This one, envelope's the same, but here I use soft suede for my color. I did everything the same to get the two different colors in there. And then this is, I just used a bunch of the different greetings that are all in that stamp set. So here we've got the Breathe Deep in each day on the inside. And then this one's very similar as well, but here's the Each Day is an Adventure on the front. So they're all made exactly the same. We just used different greetings and then mixed and matched with the different greetings for the inside as well. So there you go, 3 different ideas. I love that you could use absolutely any color to make this card in. You know, if you want to layer it on colored cardstock, I'm sure that would look lovely too, but I was just kind of really liking the white on these cards. So I hope you enjoyed it too and picked up some tips. So I'll be stamping again with you real soon. I hope you like these ideas. If you have questions, make sure to reach out to me, leave me a comment. I love to hear from you. And if you'd like a Stampin' Up! Catalog or any help with ordering Stampin' Up! Products, I'm here to help you. Check out my website. You can order or request a catalog over there and get a hold of me through the website as well. So I hope to hear from you, and I'll be stamping again real soon. Have a stamp happy day.